think we're good to go. I gotta turn the volume down on my side. Oh my god. That was super loud on my end for a split second. Oh my god. Okay. How you doing, L guy? I'm going and get the counter started. Forgot to do that before the stream started because I'm a moron. Hey. And now we just go back and forth for a few hours. Yay! This is shiny hunting. Back and forth. Back and forth. To be fair, it could lead to something good. I might have my fastest hunt yet today. Though I doubt it. The luck is not on my side. I've brought up the odds before. And for those of you who are new, the odds of finding a shiny Pokemon, which I have 3 of right now. Starter, Pidgey1, and Pidgey2. The odds of finding a shiny from generations 2 through 5. Technically 1 as well, but you don't get actual shinies unless you transfer them to a different game, but whatever. 1 in 8,192. So yeah, the odds are not in my favor. I've been doing this for like 5 weeks. When I came back to streaming, this was the first game I did. And it took me a couple weeks to get... You know what, I think, honestly, in terms of the pace, I get a shiny roughly every 2 weeks. That's just how the luck normally goes. My fastest hunt is currently the Squirtle hunt, the starter. And it's the only one to be under 4,000. All the shinies have been highlighted on the channel if you want to see those past reactions and catches and whatnot. Now these streams are actually the streams that usually end up getting the weirdest in particular. Because I'm not really focusing on the game too much. And I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. In order to fill up space, with dead air, and fill up that, so that way it's just, you get the point. I'm terrible with words. Basically, this is the streams that normally end up resulting in super long, super weird tangents that nobody just can understand how the hell we got to that point. Just saying. Just saying. Like, when it comes to the other games, I mean, I'm just playing the game. Here is either dead silence or weird-ass conversations, so... Yeah. You would not believe how many times we talked about the U.S. education system during these streams. I don't know how it keeps happening, but it does, and... Pigeons aren't real, they're a government conspiracy. See, you're getting it. You're getting it already. You're a natural. Normally when it comes to other streams, I mean, they're focusing on the game, or in the Mario World Monkey's case, the actual program. But here, I'm just going back and forth. There's nothing really to focus on. They made to poop on us. They're bioweapons. Pigeons are bioweapons. It begins. It begins. Now, you would not believe how many times that, because I was just desperate to fill in space. Hey, vamos, no? You would not believe how many times I've gone to Reddit just to fill in the time. I start reading headlines on r/NotTheOnion. So we just get little bits of weird headlines just to fill in the dead air. Glad you can make it a bomb, Snow. Speaking of which, should I just go ahead and just pull up Reddit right now just to get the headlines out of the way? Or should I save that for later? Also, I wish I had the poll I put in the Discord on my laptop's clipboard, so that way I can just copy and paste it in the chat right now, because I was planning on changing up the schedule yet again as like a special event sort of deal. Was I shiny here before this challenge? No, actually. The only shiny I'd found before this challenge, outside of Pokemon Go, was that Wurmple I showed off in Sapphire. So I guess if you count Go, then technically I was, but that's a whole different thing entirely. You know, it's not exactly the same as doing this. So, meh. To be fair, I was actually originally going to get back into streaming with Sonic Rumble Blast 2, and I did do a couple of streams of that. But I figured, that's not going to be the best long-form content, you know? So, I was just watching stuff online, and I saw stuff with shiny Pokemon, and I'm like, hey, I want to try this. And the rest is history. I found my long-form content. Just streaming, going back and forth in grass for hours on end. And people seem to enjoy it, because out of all the streams, like, these are the more popular ones. I keep track of the viewer counts and viewer averages between streams. And from what I can tell, these are the more popular ones, probably just because of the interaction. That's the only thing I can see, because I'm just going in circles. It's like my rage when I play stuff like Crash 3 or Mario 64, I think might scare people off. Though the randomizers did pretty well. And then some of the ROM hacking, people are just so confused that they're just like, I don't understand it. I'm not going to watch this. So, this is probably my most popular stuff right now. Your last hunt was just standing in place. You didn't have to move. Let me guess. Let's go. The lure doesn't run out if you just stand still. Pigeons, government poop weapons. They're testing them on us so they can send them overseas. Who knows? Who knows? Sharpedo swims towards you. Huh. Okay, last one was Sharpedo. And that's a Sword and Shield thing. I didn't know that Pokemon would just aggro to you like that. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I like that. Like I've said before, I don't know very much about the later gens. The early gens are where I have most of my knowledge from, so you can thank Pokemon Go for that one. Speaking of which, I'm glad they're improving the Mega Evolution thing, by the way. They actually listened to the fans and were like, alright, we'll fix things up. They made a few necessary changes, like boosting the number of the the Mega Energy you get from those Mega Raids now. They boosted that to like double, I think. And during this event, you can get some from certain tasks, so not that much. And they've confirmed that they're planning on adding it for like walking with your buddy will give you Mega Energy. You'll get it from tasks just randomly out in the wild, even outside of events. Like, it's cool. I like that. I really like that. It's not often that they really just seem to listen, you know? But I guess because Mega Evolutions are such a big deal and they had a big hype around it, I guess they want to make it as good as possible, you know? Just makes sense. Now, as long as they don't listen to too many fans at once and end up going all over the place trying to appease everybody, I think we'll be good. Just as long as they don't go absolutely crazy. They also probably need to get better coders to fix a lot of the bug fixes, because there are so many times you get soft locked because the game just doesn't want to work with encounters properly sometimes. I mean, for me, those are rare, and most of the glitches I come to find are the ones that are like graphical issues. It kind of freezes up every once in a while, but that's really about it. That might just be because I'm on a older phone, or just haven't updated iOS in a while, or I don't know. Whatever. Not like it matters. I'm not really playing Pokemon Go much anyway, because I don't go outside very much right now because the pandemic kind of ruined that for me. Whap, whap. You started to feel the pain of software saying, oh, you don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it, I promise now. As someone who has done a soft reset and will continue to do soft resets when we get to the legendaries. Ah! Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare and a half when I get to the legendaries of this game. My god. It's gonna be full on hell. It's gonna be hell, dude. I'm not looking forward to it. But to be fair, walking around in circles really isn't much better. Eh. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it over with. Let's go ahead and go to Reddit and read these weird headlines because I'm already running out of stuff to say. r/nottheonion. Let's see. You soft reset 25,000 times for heat ran? Oh my god. None of my hunts have gotten that high before. Wow. I hope they never do get that high for me, honestly, because that would just... Oh no. Oh my god, this headline was posted 3 times on the r/not the onion. Man blows up part of house while chasing fly. Okay. Oh, 5 times in a row, excuse me. With a fucking related communities thing splitting them in half. Or he's sitting on the lamp. What should I do? Ignite it. Flamethrower. God damn it. If you get the reference. If you get that reference. I can't really give you much of anything at the moment, but good. You still don't have the heat ran. Oh my god, I think heat ran just hates you. I think heat ran just kind of hates you, you know? Amazon bans foreign seed sales in the US after mystery packages are sent to households. This is a 1 in 4K odds. You're doing it in the later gen game, right? Oh my god. What the hell? Kentucky police pull over driver after spotting drawn-on license plate. Oh, this one's really stupid. Yeah, Gen 6. It's later gen. Anything after Gen 5 boosts the shiny odds by double. Now, here's a really stupid thing I heard last night. Wear a mask while having sex, Canada's top doctor suggests. Yes, because physical contact. Physical contact. If you just cover your mouth and your nose, you're effectively invincible. How they think they look while wearing a mask, and it's like a freaking gif of Mario, like Invincible Mario. And then how they actually look, and it's just that one scene from Invader Zim where Zim becomes a massive germaphobe and is just screaming and spraying disinfectant everywhere. When you're 6 times over odds, you don't even want it now. I mean, it clearly didn't want to be shiny, so why even bother? Just the fish are not real. They're a government conspiracy. They're government plastic. No, they're a way of sneakily pushing mercury into your bloodstream. So you slowly die without even realizing it. Huh. Dicks aren't real either. Hey, did Sex 2 ever come out? You can buy pink ones in the store. Son sells 28 years of birthday whiskey to buy first home. Oh my god. Throw into the oceans to pollute so they can get money. And then they throw actual plastic in there to suffocate the wildlife. The moon is rusting and Earth is to blame. Human bad. Hit by pandemic, kids' lemonade stand becomes family's sole income. I suppose sad and wholesome at the same time, and I don't even know. Thank you, Reddit. You've shared a lot of weird headlines today. Song changes chord for first time in 7 years. Coca-Cola accused of funding Colombian death squad? No, it's not donut shaped. The Earth is shaped like a dinosaur. God, don't you know anything? If the Earth was shaped like a donut, Homer Simpson would have eaten it by now. The reasons dinosaurs are extinct is because they became one with the Earth. So the Earth is a dinosaur. Xbox Series X console will cost you $599 according to Pringles. It's shaped like cash. Silent disco in the UK banned for being too noisy. Oh man. Man in Walmart gives customers hugs and tells them they now have COVID. I'm a simple man. I see Zach live, I fucking click. Welcome, Eric. I'm treating weird headlines and people are spreading around conspiracy theories. I have to denounce these conspiracy theories or else something bad will happen. Spreading false news. Yeah, we have new commands. Eric's been adding a couple more. Because Eric just couldn't stop thinking of them. Let's see. What? What? There's just a headline here that just says, damn. What? I'm actually reading this article. Hang on. It's just a headline that says, damn. It just loads me to a freaking... I clicked the link, and it just sent me to a thing that just... What? Okay, people aren't gonna believe me when I say this, but I'm checking Reddit to give these headlines, and there is a headline that just says "damn." At least this .ly page, I click it, I tap it on my phone, and it proceeds to bring up a VPN in the App Store. With that sword I have, and I shoved it in my ass. I mean, you can, but doesn't mean you should. I'm just gonna go ahead and report this for being... It breaks the rules. Only submit news articles. There you go. Oh, that fucking such a douche. Oh my god. Deaths from COVID result in shortages in death certificates. Liverpool Philharmonic. Drunk man steals L from sign. I'm giving that one an upvote. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go. Speaking of weird shit happening to the drunk people, let's check up on Florida Man, see how he's doing. Florida Man. Living, I believe. Florida man arrested for drunk driving after crashing in the cop car with 2 policemen inside. Florida man sentenced for stealing checks from the mail after hurricane. Do the sword thing. I believe in you. You just gotta believe. Florida man got $4 million in COVID relief loan. Sorry. He then bought a Lamborghini. This was Eric's idea, not mine. Florida man custodian uses toilet water to clean school floor. Ah, yes. Because the toilets are cleaner than the people with COVID. Florida man teen shuts down remote school by launching DDoS attack. Oh my god. Hey. Florida woman offered $2,000 to have man help her kill her husband's lover as a birthday gift to herself. I am confused. Visible confusion. After accepting a $100 bet, Florida man learns important shark-related lesson in Florida Beach. Let's actually check this out. What happened to him? A shark bit him in the arm. A shark just bit him in the arm. I mean, he was calm about it. A shark just bit him in the arm. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong here. You are as despicable as an insignificant, unpleasant fuckload of balls. Who was the angry video game nerd in this? My bus also had feces and urine on it, said Florida man bus driver. You looking for new commands? Fine by me. Florida man dresses up as Rambo, shoots up bars, still gets ass kicked. Alright, one more. Florida man science been arrested for stealing $9,000 of phones from the store he spun for. Alright. Ooh, Nightbot thinks I'm gonna get it early this time around. Yeah, Nightbot thinks I'm gonna get it. Nightbot thinks this is gonna be my fastest hunt. Guess we'll have to see. I don't think it's gonna happen. Imagine if I get a first encounter shiny someday. First encounter shiny. I've seen people get it. I'm as slimy as a hostile zillion of ill-smelly cat guts. It's just so absurd. I can't even be mad. Let's test your coolness. You're the coolness tester. Yeah, Eric gave us a bunch of new toys. Oh my god, dude. Maybe the coolness test would better determine coolness based off of what everyone thinks is cool, but how cool people see him. If you're a cool dude, you do your own thing. Not this is what people say is cool because this is what cool means in the dictionary. Or because society says this is cool and you don't do it, so therefore you're not cool. You don't need to be hip to be cool. You don't need to follow kids. How do you do, fellow kids? Say, I want to promote a subreddit today. Besides the ones I've already mentioned. There's one that I think deserves more attention. I remember them being... I remember some of the stories on there being really funny. r/stories about Kevin. I'm going to go ahead and load it up so I can give you the definition of what a Kevin is. Stories about Kevin. A Kevin is someone who consistently or greatly shows a complete lack of intelligence through incompetence of social or societal norms, or is purposely antagonistic in their poor decision making. Well, we already... Ada can mend the kinds of typing mistakes, but we already have one. You already missed a D. Anyway, let me go ahead and read one of the more popular stories of Kevin. Here's a really long... Oh my god, this one's super long. Should I read the super long Kevin story? Should I read the super long Kevin story? Damn it, Eric. Of course you did. It's not square bracket. You have to shift, then it gives you a little weird curly bracket thing. I think that's what it is. You have to press shift. I'm gonna read this long story about Kevin because we've got a lot of time to kill. So honestly, why not? My friend tries to divorce Kevin. When we were all younger and dumber, one of my closest friends married the craziest Kevin I've ever met. My friend had just come off of a really bad relationship, and she'd been certain was going to end in marriage, when in reality, the guy was cheating on her while using her to support his wannabe pro-golfer existence, then dumped her when someone with more money came along. So she was in a bad place. A few months later, Kevin appears. Huh. Chris Swarnos. Huh. That's how it was curly bracket thing. Whatever. The first time I met Kevin was when the two of them showed up in my apartment to announce their engagement. Since I'd met the previous guy that she was seriously dating just a month before, I knew they couldn't have been seeing each other very long. Turns out Kevin proposed 5 weeks after their first date. Maybe she's a bit of a Kevin too for saying yes at that point. But, like I said, bad place. It's hard for me to accurately describe Kevin without dipping into being mean, because I never liked him from that first meeting. It was like he really wanted to be one of those hyper-masculine manly men, but didn't quite know how. He liked to take any opportunity to bring in conversation. He would like to... I cannot read today. I'm sorry, I cannot read today. He'd like to take any opportunity to bring up in conversation that he was a black belt. I remember the first time he said it because I asked, "Oh yeah? In what?" And he looked at me like I was an idiot. "In martial arts." Oh, right, of course. He also would talk at length about how much he worked out. Turns out he didn't actually work out at all. Got it. He liked to think of himself as a car guy because he had a sports car that he couldn't afford and treated it like his baby. He didn't actually know anything about cars, but he had one, so car guy. The story's only just started. We're gonna be here a while. But the thing that really got up my nose about the guy was that he prided himself on how very smart he was. He'd take the most outrageous claims with the most pig-headed certainty. He just knew these things were true, and if you disagreed, even if you showed actual physical proof that he was wrong, he'd just condescendingly tell you that you didn't understand these things like he did, and go on with his idiocy. Just like my mother. Anyway. Just as an example, he wants to declare that you can't break the law at night. What exactly does that mean? We still don't know. He wouldn't elaborate. As a second example, he had trouble getting a fire going in their fireplace when he was home alone one day. His solution? Mix up some homemade napalm from a recipe he found on the internet. It was a huge disaster, set the kitchen on fire. Luckily, my friend arrived home in time to grab the fire extinguisher. Yet he insisted doggedly that he knew that he was... he knew what he was doing. And really, this was the best way to get the fireplace going. And obviously, she just didn't understand what she didn't... and obviously, she just didn't understand because she didn't know as much about this stuff as he did. I don't know. That's Kevin. That's what Kevin for you. Sorry, I know it's a lot of setting the stage. One last important thing to know about Kevin before we get to round of the voice I promised. We get to round of the voice I promised. Kevin was a religious nut. Just like my mom. Okay, I'll stop bringing up my mom. I don't mean he was crazy because he was religious. I know many wonderful, intelligent, religious people in my lifetime. Kevin was a crazy person who used religion as his MO. He would randomly proclaim, "The Bible says," to support whatever other crazy thing he said. That's in the chat. Okay, now what's my place? Hang on. Most people let him get away with it because, hell, the Bible really is long. And says a lot of crazy shit. Who could say that somewhere in there didn't actually say whatever insane thing he was claiming? And besides, who wants to confront crazy? Even when the claim was something insane like the Bible says that birds are of the devil. Yes, this is a thing he said one day because he was angry as birds for some reason. I was raised going to church twice a week. Once upon a time. So I knew a bit about that particular book, and I had a pathological need when I was younger to call people on their bullshit. So we often butted heads. Unsurprisingly, when confronted, Kevin would never actually tell you where in the Bible it said you should take a slice of pizza. Yes, he said that too. But it didn't decrease his certainty that it was in there. So as anyone but the two of them could have predicted, the marriage didn't last. He became increasingly erratic, forbidding her from speaking to friends, including me, because the Bible said so. Hitting her because the Bible said she has to do whatever he says, and he's allowed to beat her if she doesn't, stuff like that. So she left. And here's where the wackiest Kevining begins. She gets a lawyer to initiate divorce proceedings, and the first thing that comes up is the house. They bought the house because of his parents. More precisely, she bought the house from his parents. He had terrible credit. As a result, his name wasn't on anything related to the house. He also had no job, meaning he never made a single payment on the house. As far as she saw it, the house was hers. His mother, who came into town to support her son through his misfortune, didn't see it that way. They declared that the house still belonged to the mother and threw all my Fred stuff out on the lawn. One of the best words I don't have bullshit, even when it comes to my family or even the king. Yeah, I get sick of people's bullshit too. I totally understand. I totally understand. Friend's lawyer gets a preliminary hearing date set up, and I cannot read. I'm sorry. Friend's lawyer gets a preliminary hearing date set up to determine the initial perception of important stuff like the house, at least until the divorce proceedings are all sorted. So Friend's lawyer says to Kevin, have your lawyer contact me to set up a meeting before the hearing. A meeting set up, and who arrives at the lawyer's office but Kevin, dressed in jeans and a windbreaker, claiming to be Mr. Steele the lawyer. I shit you not. He decided to be his own lawyer, and he called himself Mr. Steele. Not his name. I don't know how the initial meeting went, but when the time for his hearing came, Kevin was once again acting as his own attorney. This time, I can only assume he wasn't working under a pseudonym. I don't know when my aunt said men's rights movement was useless because men don't have problems. That's just the feminist movement in general. That's just feminism in general nowadays. Freedom Tunes is a hilarious little animation about that, by the way. You burning the bitch to the ground. Oh my god. Anyway. Keep in mind, the rest of this is going off of her story to me immediately after the hearing. Kevin and his mother arrived 20 minutes late, not at all dressed for court, casual jeans and shirts. The first thing he says when he walks in is, "Can I approach the bench?" Why? The judge asked. Because I have some receipts. So Frank gets called to the stand. Her lawyer asks a bunch of questions illustrating just how crazy Kevin is and how bad things have gotten about the house and stuff. Then Kevin, since he's the lawyer, gets to cross-examine. His first question, is it not true that you were beaten as a child? Her lawyer, objection. The judge, sustained. The question had nothing to do with anything. Other questions included, is it not true that you were seeing a psychiatrist and on medication for depression? No, it's not true. She'd never seen a mental health professional. Not sure if he thought he might trick her into lying on that one, or if he was so crazy that he actually thought it was true. No, that's not the online feminism, the extremist real feminism. I think I said a minor stroke from reading your comment there. No, those are the online feminists, the extremist, real feminists. Yeah, real feminists stand for real equality. But it's like online feminism crap that's been spreading around since like 2015 or whatever. Yeah, that's the big problem. Men have privilege. They don't have any of the problems that men do. Oh yeah? Like how men die more often at work than women do? How men have a lower life expectancy? Stuff like that. And then you bring that up and they freaking scream at you. Those blue-haired bitches shut their fucking mouth. And who knows how many of them are blue check marks. Who knows how many of them got blue check mark because they work at BuzzFeed or some shit. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, back to the story. He asked a bunch of other ridiculous questions, which her lawyer let him ask because they were completely out of nowhere and just helped him prove to the judge how nuts he was. Then he takes the stand. Her lawyer gets him to admit to pretty much everything they said he did because it was all true. But he refuses to give specific answers to some of the more serious questions. Not no. Just because... just doesn't want to give specifics. There we go. Then he gets to make a statement. His statement is how he doesn't want a divorce, and also she was abusive to him, such as pinching him once when they were on the highway. Also, the Bible says that she's his wife. Sushi has to do whatever he wants, and that divorce is bad. How can the judge make him get a divorce when the Bible says not to? Apparently, he went on in this vein for a while. She just gave a couple of the highlights. Almost done. Needless to say, the initial hearing did not go his way. She ended up getting the house in the short term and the protective order against him after he admitted in court to his violence against her. The Bible says it's okay, though. After this, he dragged his feet at every point in the process. For more than 6 months, he would not show up to things. He would not show up to things or would refuse to sign things until the last possible moment. He moved to a different city and apparently joined the Army Reserve. When a friend pointed out this, her lawyer contacted someone there to point out that he wasn't allowed to be around weapons or something like that because of a protective order. Legal stuff that's over my head. The lawyer even contacted him and offered to drop the protective order so he could stay in if he agreed to just finish the divorce proceedings in a timely manner. Kevin refused. In the end, he got pretty much nothing and quietly disappeared. And that's the story of one such Kevin. That's one of the more popular stories on the subreddit. And that's not even one of the main ones I remember. There was one where one guy has like 5 or so different stories about one singular Kevin. One of which where this Kevin worked at a Subway and he cuts the bread in the wrong, he cuts the sandwich in the wrong direction. And they all laugh like, that's a funny little thing you did there. And he gets the sandwich for free. He then proceeds to do it again. We don't know if it's out of incompetence or just being an antagonist or whatever. But he cuts the sandwich wrong again, and then he gets promptly fired. It's ridiculous. I love that story. That story stuck with me, dude. That story stuck with me. That was a good story. I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find that one particular story. It's bound to be on here. It's one of the popular ones. Give me a second. Let me see. Subway. Let's see. This is kind of it. It's not of let me see. I'm trying to find one specific story because there's one user who really loves to talk about their certain Kevin. And I think he was actually named Kevin too, which is hilarious. Let me just search the sandwich. That might be better. Sandwich. One-liner. Oh, fucking one-liner. Coffee shop. Drinks a burrito? I'll get back on that one. Here. Elements of sandwich. Found it. I found the story. Alright, here we go. This is not as long, I don't think. This is not as long. This Kevin has been in my life since age 6. We grew up as friends, and I have many stories. This is one of my favorites. Kevin got a job at a gas station / fast food place. It's not Subway, but it might as well be. I thought it was a Subway because it's about a sandwich. During his first week there, they were training him on the sandwich line. He said everything was going well, and there's a hit. I gotta slow down when I read. I keep trying to rush it. Let's try it again. During his first week there, they were training him on the sandwich line. He said everything was going well, and he had the manager there to help him out. He finally gets his first customer. The guy orders a steak and cheese. Keep in mind that a steak and cheese sub is Kevin's favorite food, and he makes good ones at home. So it should be delicious for him. Just gotta make sure the trim didn't die. Yeah, shrimp's so good. Just gotta make sure. I'm paranoid. Well, Kevin makes a man's sandwich, and even the manager comments on how good of a job he did making it. Right as he was about to wrap the sandwich, the customer noticed he forgot to cut the sandwich and asked Kevin to do it. Kevin says, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." Then proceeds to lay the sub down on its side and cuts the sub long ways. The manager and customer are now just both staring at Kevin in complete disbelief. Finally, the manager asked him why he cut the sandwich like that, and Kevin responded, "That's how you showed me." That is not how he was shown. So the manager and customer at this point start to laugh about it. The manager explains that in no way, shape, or form will you train that way. He tells Kevin he can keep that sub for himself and to make the customer another one. Kevin makes another perfect sub and begins to wrap it up when the customer notices a second time he didn't cut it. To this day, none of us could figure out what went through Kevin's head. Maybe he thought it would get a good laugh. Maybe he was super hungry and thought he would get another free sandwich. All we know is that he laid the second sub down the side and cut it a long ways again. Both the manager and customer were upset by this point, and the manager sent Kevin away and made the sub himself. Kevin was removed from the substation permanently and made into a cashier of that shift, which there are more stories about. Then when I finally confront Kevin about the story, other friends were around too, I had to ask him, Kevin, if you had a long day at work and you're starving, so you stop by to get a steak and cheese on the way home, and right before they hand you what looks to be the social sub, they cut it in half the way you did, would you accept that sub? Kevin emphatically said with a look of disgust on his face, fuck no, I wouldn't take that sandwich. He didn't understand her hysterical laughter. And that's one of the stories about Kevin that kind of just stuck with me. It was a hilarious story. You're gonna love that story, dude. Anyway, I gotta focus more on the shiny hunt because I've been taking this a little bit slow. But you know what? Stories about Kevin are worth it, man. The stories about Kevin are worth it. You know what? I promise to read another one. Let's go ahead and read it. Kevin drinks a burrito. This is a little bit longer, I think. He has bullet points. Fancy. I have a friend who I care about daily and is actually quite smart, soon to be Dr. Kevin. But in college was almost a textbook Kevin. Me just reading these Reddit posts are just showing how terrible I am at reading aloud. But to be fair, I think it's partially just combined with how terrible I am at speaking English, despite the fact it's my native language. I trip over my words way too much. I've got to get help about that. Maybe I'll get better with it through time. Lower stories ranging from somewhat understandable to what the fuck. Story 1. Kevin once came to visit me and another friend when we went for a run together. My friend and I lived in a place where there are cactuses and roadrunners and the occasional wild fruit tree. Kevin was completely surprised that 1, cactuses exist outside the middle of the desert. 2, roadrunners exist. I'll give him a pass there. And 3, fruit trees exist in places that aren't farms and orchards. The kicker was that this fruit was a strange citrus fruit you wouldn't even find in an everyday supermarket or probably even a farmer's market. He still insisted on eating a couple. Story 2. Kevin thought forever stamps were called that because you could peel them off and use them to send letters back and forth with someone forever. Story 3. A friend mentioned how much they love the popular radio program Car Talk. Kevin said, "Oh, is that the one where you call? Oh, is that what you call listening to the car radio in their car? Fuck, I cannot read today." Story 4. Maybe I won't butcher this one so hard. A friend mentioned their sibling was dating someone with the exact same birthday, date, and year. Kevin completely seriously asked, "Are you sure they're not twins?" Getting weirder. Next story. Kevin and I ran cross country in college. On most weekends, our team would get in the school van and drive back to a nice park to run in. The van left from the locker room parking lot every single time we saw him in the locker room. The van left from the locker room parking lot every single time we saw him. Alright. One time we get to the park and Kevin realizes he forgot his running shoes. He dressed up in his running clothes, but put his regular van-style shoes back on instead of his running shoes. He could not run with us that day. The district coach gave him $10 so he can go get breakfast at the diner around the corner from where we parked. Kevin once wore swim trunks to class because it was supposed to rain that day. I saw him later in the day in regular shorts and asked him where his swim trunks were. They got wet. Kevin wanted to be a vegetarian but often forgot this. Occasionally, he would sit down at the table with us in the cafeteria with a plate of something that wasn't vegetarian, look at it, and then realize it's a mistake. Fortunately, he asked anyone if they wanted it instead of just throwing it away. Another time, he said, "Yeah, being a vegetarian is great." And a friend pointed out, "Kevin, it's a corned beef sandwich. It's beef." And now the ultimate two-part Kevin story. A friend had access to the liquid nitrogen in one of our school's science buildings. More than once, we used it to make cream. When you pour the negative 320 degree Fahrenheit, or roughly negative 200 degrees Celsius, liquid nitrogen into a bowl of ice cream base while mixing it. Okay. The liquid nitrogen rapidly freezes the ice cream base while also evaporating off, leaving you with ice cream in almost no time at all. We took unnecessary safety precautions and wore insulated gloves, etc. One particular batch got a little bit too cold and icy, and afterwards there was a bunch of frost in the underside of the metal bowl. Kevin decided to lick it like the pole in A Christmas Story, and he got his tongue stuck to the bowl. He had to rip it off. It hurt a lot. There, so later he ended up in the hospital because his raw tongue hurt so bad he couldn't eat or even sleep. If I remember correctly, he got infected. He had to get treated and was on an all-liquid diet for a week or two. Because he needed to be on an all-liquid diet, he got really interested in seeing what foods could be made liquid. Even after he could normally eat again, he really wanted to try a liquid burrito. So one day, he went and got a burrito from Chipotle and put it in a blender, and added some water to try to thin it out into a smooth like consistency. It didn't really work very well, and it kind of ended up being a chunky, watery burrito mush. He ate it anyway. Kevin. Oh, man. Liquid burrito. Liquid burrito. I mean, okay. Liquid burrito. Hi. I can't even right now. I cannot even. So yeah, does anyone in chat have any kind of stories like that? Where they've met someone that's like a Kevin? Because I would love to hear these kinds of stories. Can't really say for sure that I've heard stories like that before for me. Okay, I don't want to go. You don't want to watch the power? Close the door all the way at the very least. You can pull it further. See, that's what happens when you really try. Sorry about that. Parents. Back to it, I guess. Apologies for whatever the hell just happened. Anyway. I think I have a better way of having these stories play out. Maybe I can mute my mic and have a bit of text-to-speech. On second thought, that might be a bad idea, because I don't know. So I do want to read these Reddit posts, but it's also distracting me. Maybe they're on the same screen, but at the same time, I don't want to open up Google Chrome while I'm streaming, because I already have it open once for chat, and I'm afraid it's going to break things again, because it probably has before. So I don't know. Yeah. Man, chat got a lot quieter all of a sudden. Did I scare everyone off with stories about Kevin? Yeah, it's probably understandable. Kevin's a bit of a wacky dude. Okay, Let's check the newer stories, because some of these are like over a year old. It's ridiculous. Like, this subreddit's been around for a while. It has a lot of members, but not a lot of activity. It says 169,868 members, 164 online at 5 p.m. in the U.S., where I live. 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't even. Oh, let's see. Let's see here. Kevin Mullen. Let's start with a wall. Let's butcher this one. Kevin thinks it's the greatest idea to start flipping cars. You know, buy and sell for make a profit. He has no knowledge of cars, ruined 2 cars by driving them with no oil, and is just the type of person where this idea is absolutely questionable. He's happy to make an extra $100 or $200. I didn't realize he was being serious until one day Kevin shows up with the junkiest looking car. I'm surprised he even made home driving that thing. Well, I ask him about it and he says, "How do you like my car? Cool, huh? It has a chip in the fuses to make it go faster. It was worth so much. I'm bound to make at least $200 from it." The next day, he decides to personally drive it, and it broke down at a stoplight down the street. He tows it back, and we could have just pushed it back home. The mechanic keeps coming over to fix it, but the car either keeps having different issues, or the mechanic is just milking this poor kid for his money. Either way, Kevin bought a lemon, and I'm pretty sure he's losing money now instead of making that $200 profit. Poor Kevin. Why am I sympathizing with this guy? Let me see if I can actually search by, like, the tag, like... Let me see. Can I search by... like, the specific... Yes, I can. I can search by flares. Where... I'm gonna bring up a larger one to fill in more time. Let's see. Kevin tries to start a revolution at work. Holy shit. This is a long one, guys. Strap in. Gotta check out stream again and make sure it didn't crash. Streams were good. I am gonna still keep an eye on it though. Every once in a while, I think we're still good. We're still good. Still good. No problems here. Bit long, so I put a too long didn't read the bottom. This is about something that I worked about a month ago. I work in tech support. Specifically, I sit at a department called back office, which is more of a second line support. But most of the story happens at the service desk, which is first line support. Hang on. Excuse me. I didn't want to have that come up on mic. You're welcome. It all started one morning when we got an email from the CEO which said that there had been a whistleblower report leveled at the bosses of the service desk and back office departments. The CEO informed us that they are taking these matters seriously and are currently investigating them. The whistleblower has also presented themselves as a speaker for lots of people's combined complaints, not combined. Blah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm terrible speaking today. Delete earbuds. I don't need them right now. According to the report, the BO boss was threatening employees, running the department like a dictator, and creating a culture of fear in the department. The report further claimed that the employees of BO were all scared of her and that no one dared to speak against her for fear of retribution. This came as news to us at BO, who honestly had no idea what they were talking about. Our boss is, first of all, like 5'3" and a bit on the skinny side. Second, she's nice to a fault. Some employees are kind of bossing her around. I don't think she's capable of threatening anyone. As for the SD boss, I've honestly never even met her. I started working here just as the pandemic broke out, and people started working from home. I can't speak for the validity of her accusations, but since these accusations were leveled at the CD boss, and the accusations of our boss was specifically mentioned that when she was a temporary boss of the SD department, I say CD, SD, we were pretty sure the whistleblower was someone at SD. Fast forward a week or so, and we get another email. This was from an employee at SD. Let's call him Kevin. The email was just a link to a Facebook group. It was sent to the entire office at 2 in the morning. I ignored it at first, believed it to be some sort of social group for all the employees. Then I spoke to a coworker who urged me to take a look, and holy crap, it was worth it. Kevin had created a Facebook group where he wrote about some of the awful working conditions he suffered. He never explicitly states to be the whistleblower, but he uses a lot of the same wording in the report. For example, presenting himself as the leader of a larger group. English is not our first language, but he wrote it all in English for some reason. And his English was awful. He wrote, "We're 6 people right now leading the pack, and I am the spokesman for those people." Quoted verbatim. Maybe he believed this was going to be so huge it would reach international news or something. At the time, the group had 2 members. Himself and another service desk employee who probably joined by mistake since he later left. Kevin also wrote that he contacted journalists and that he was going to start a fundraising project for the lawyer. The crown jewel of the group was a recording of a digital meeting he had with the BO boss while she was temporary boss at service desk. Apparently, Kevin had a long history of misconduct. To rectify this, they had established a plan for him to improve and had regular meetings to make sure he stuck to the plan. This was one of the meetings he had recorded. In the recording, Kevin repeatedly complained where they were after him for every little thing he did wrong. To which the boss calmly explained that he did so many wrong things. Especially since a lot of them were repeat offenses they'd already been written up before. Furthermore, Kevin stated the boss wasn't allowed to bring up some of the offenses because he'd already cleared those up with the SD boss. Don't think I pressed the button. And she said it was fine. The BO boss explained that yes, it was fine as long as he didn't repeat it. Which he had then done. Kevin also gave up some sort of sexist vibes and generally had the attitude that he didn't respect her authority. The best part came at the end when the following exchange went down. "I just want us to understand each other, because if things don't improve soon, I will get sick of this." "Sorry, what do you mean by I will get sick of this?" "I'm just saying that I will get sick of this, and I'm holding you to that." "What are you saying?" "We're done. I'm done here." Ends call. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a threat to me. It started off as a vague statement, but when he refused to explain it, it became a threat. I don't know why he would post something like this. It very clearly made him look bad. Extra so with all the information about his repeated misconduct. The boss looked like a patient angel next to him. He tried to find a way to save the recording. I was certain he would at some point realize that my mistake. I read that wrong. Let's try that again. I tried to find a way to save the recording. I was certain he would at some point realize what a mistake it was to post something like that, and I felt it would strengthen the boss's defense if she had easy access to the recording. Sadly, Facebook would not let me save it, so sorry r/. If you're reading this, I can't sell it to you. Damn it. As it turns out, Kevin's crusade against our bosses was just getting started. He posted a screenshot of an email conversation between him and a higher-ranking boss, where he stated that he didn't want to have his meetings with BO boss alone because he felt threatened by her. The higher-ranking boss of the BO boss was there as a representative of the company, but he was free to include a union rep if he wanted one. She even offered to make sure to postpone the meeting to make sure he could arrange it. According to Kevin, this was just confusing legal mumbo jumbo. Again, quoted verbatim. The screenshot also included the boss's full name and company email address uncensored, and this was a public Facebook group. Kevin then posted a link to a blog that talked about how the spot of someone was possessed by Jezebel, as in the biblical one. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm pronouncing it wrong too, but I don't fucking know. And how possessed people would present as manipulative and threatening. So Kevin basically implied our boss was possessed by a demon. If I was a CEO, I would have considered this guy a security risk at this point and had security escort him out of the building. But he stayed. Next up was another recorded meeting with the BO boss. This time it was revealed that he had tried to cheat with this time reporting. One day, he had been 30 minutes late. After clocking in, he had opened up the program and manually changed the check-in time and said he was... What? Probably meant 3 minutes late. He was only 3 minutes late, as if that's much better. The boss pointed out the logs police show he edited it, and then he could check the logs himself if he didn't believe her. He refused to do so. The company also allows us to take up to an hour of every week to go exercise. Kevin claimed this hour a day where he missed an hour on a day where he had worked only 2 hours. The boss said it's not against the rules, but it's frowned upon, as they prefer you take it when you work longer days. Kevin blew up about this and asked why they were prosecuting him for something that's allowed. The boss again calmly explained that he's not being prosecuted for it. They simply asked him not to do it again, especially not mix with all the other misconduct. Lastly, they talked about how Kevin had forgotten his laptop charger at home one day and had to go home during the lunch break to get it. The bosses had asked him to check out if he was going to take longer than an hour break. Kevin had promised to be back on time. His phone activity showed that he had been over an hour late and tried to get away with it by not telling anyone. When asked about this, Kevin tried to excuse himself that since he had spent his lunch break traveling back and forth from his home, he had to take extra time to eat lunch. He went as far as to ask her if she wanted him to starve. She responded, "No, we wanted you to check out if you traveled home. We don't want you to try to claim a salary for going home to pick up something you forgot." After that, Kevin mostly just posted some random self-aggrandizing posts where he talked about how rough we had it and how brave he was for speaking out. He really didn't seem to understand that he didn't understand his post did nothing but made him look worse. I don't know if a single person agreed with him that he had poor working conditions. Kevin asked others to mail him their stories so he could post them anonymously in the group. No story was ever posted. Yet Kevin still talked about this as if he was leading some glorious revolution against some tyrants. When the CEO sent an email saying that the whistleblower investigation was concluded and that the conclusion was that there were no grounds for accusations, Kevin was not happy. He made a lengthy post about how the bosses were all liars who protected each other from fault. Then concluded by saying that it's not over. Journalists were most certainly digging into their misconduct and would soon blow this case wide open. After that, I went on vacation for a month and mostly forgot about it. According to my coworker, he posted one more meeting. In this meeting, it was revealed that he was caught manipulating the call logs, reporting calls as being longer than they really were, or even making fake calls to excuse not working. Employees can do this, but they keep logs of all alterations. His name was all over the thing. I don't know the exact details because I never got to listen to this myself. Next interaction with this came last Monday when I returned to work. I was greeted by an inbox full of emails I sort through, and I found a really odd one. He simply said, "Unfortunately, I have to reschedule our meeting. I hope you understand." It was sent during the first week of my vacation. I was confused as to what meeting it was. Then I recognized it. Kevin McKevin, and it all came back to me. The email wasn't even addressed to me. It was sent to the CEO, and then Kevin CC'd the entire office. Who sends an email like that to the CEO? He didn't even give a reason for it needed to be scheduled. I looked at the Facebook group to see if there was any developments, but the group was gone. I spoke to my coworker about it, and he informed me about the last recording and told me that the group had gone down last week. That meeting that Kevin tried to reschedule was a meeting where the company was going to fire him. Apparently their incredible patience with this buffoon had finally come to an end. So I'm sad to report the leader of the Pepple has fallen. Too long didn't read. Kevin blows a whistle on a boss and claims she threatened him. Shortly after, he created a public Facebook group and started posting recordings of himself clearly threatening the boss over Skype. Further recorded meetings posted by him showed the clear disregard for rules, misunderstanding of standard company procedure, and poor attitude. Eventually got fired. Wow. Okay. I did not turn the mic down. I did not turn the sound down on my phone. What the hell? Whoops. Not getting a little jump. Alright, in a little bit I'm going to take a break. Probably around 6:50. And I'll be back in a little bit after that. I don't know how long I want to keep stream going this time. Holy shit! I got a shiny already? I got the shiny already. Okay. Well, it's the shiny I wanted. That's good. Let's put you to sleep. It has Vital Spirit. I have to paralyze him. Okay. It has Vital Spirit. Stun Spore. Not to have Cat's Rate, but definitely still something. Holy shit. I found the shiny already. Okay. Okay. We are in some panic mode. Where's the Pokeball again? Here we go. 13 shots. Here we go. 1. 1. 2. Ah. I already found the shiny. Oh my god. That did not take long at all. Holy shit, dude. How the hell? 1. Damn it. I don't know how that happened. That was wow. 3. Got it. Mankey has been caught. Shiny Mankey at 636, dude. That's my fastest hunt. Holy crap. Holy shit, dude. That was super fast. Dude, this is the very next stream. Last Pokemon stream was the one that got Flappy Bird. And now I got a shiny Mankey the very next stream. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Alright. Names in chat, please. Names in chat. I'm gonna let people know in Discord I got the shiny. I'm gonna let people know in the Discord that I got the shiny just to make sure they get over here so they can name it. Because chat's been kind of quiet. Wow, I was about to take a break at like 6:50. And then I would come back and maybe do like 150 more after that. But wow, I got the shiny Mankey so fast. So fast. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting it to take that short time. I'm gonna give it... You know what? Actually, I was gonna take a break around this time anyway. So you guys come up with a name in chat. I'm gonna be right back. And when I come back, I'll see if anyone's had a name. And if the name's not decided, hey Eric, Chad. Just name it Chad. Oh my gosh, now I'm reminded of Jaden. Jaden did a Ruby Nuzlocke. You don't care what's... It was quick. It was quick. I'm reminded of Jaden Animation's Ruby Nuzlocke as she did. She animated it afterwards. Where she got a female Machop and also named it Chad. So you know what? Chad it is. Chad it. Can't do apostrophes though, can I? I can. I can do apostrophes. Chad it. That's a good idea. And it fits. Chad it. I was actually panicking at first because you can't put Mankey to sleep because, well, oh, I didn't do the nature guess. Sorry, it's brave, I guess. Whatever. It has vital spirit, so it can't go to sleep. So I had to paralyze it. Well, I already put the apostrophe in, and honestly, sorry, stream delay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Chad lowercase. My God. Well, we have ourselves a fighting type, so we have a nice amount of coverage. Water, 2 flying, and a fighting. Huh. I'm honestly really happy right now. Holy shit, that was super fast. I'm so happy right now. Sorry about forgetting the nature guess again. I'm not used to doing that yet. But, I'm guessing Brave is a higher attack one because holy shit, that attack stat. My God, dude. That was so cool. Well then. Second shiny you named, yeah. Because didn't you also name Fly Bitch? Or did you name Flappy Bird? I know you named one of the Pidgeys. I named one of the Pidgeys. I'm not sure which one though. This is cool. I'm really happy right now. I was just about to take a break at 6:50, and then the game's like, no, you're getting the shiny now. It came out of nowhere. I was expecting to win a couple thousand or so. Like, well, Nightbot thinks it's gonna be my fastest time, but who knows? I mean, Nightbot was right about that, but not right about the number. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Okay, wow, I guess that means we're heading off to Viridian Forest now. Yeah, safe. They sound like me. Wow. Just a reminder for everyone at home. This is the first Pokemon stream after we got Flappy Bird. So 2 streams in a row we've gotten a shiny. And I could not be happier right now. Holy crap. So now we can head to Viridian Forest. This is great. This is actually really great. Viridian Forest means we're probably going to get a Bug-type shiny. Unless we get weirdly lucky with a Pikachu. I think we get a Pikachu here. This will be the last route before Brock. Wait, caught one already. Yeah. Lost. I am going to be tempted getting encounters before I feel the trainers. So, I'm tempted to leave Butterfree back at the PC and then just come back for it when we do actual encounters. But at the same time, I don't have anything that could paralyze or sleep or anything. Yeah, first encounter is what I'm worried about, so I'm keeping Butterfree out. But, I'm not going to keep Butterfree in the front. The rules say I'm not allowed to use non-shinies in trainer fights. So I had to keep Butterfree in the back, just in case I get an encounter during my trainer grind that results in me finding a shiny. Like, really early encounter stuff. So I think I'm just going to put... I'm going to put Flappy Bird up front. No. I should put Chadette up front because I need to grind Chadette up. Because Chad's going to be one of our powerhouses early game. So I figured, yeah, we should. We already have one Pidgeot really high level, so we don't need another one. And Flybitch carried us to the entire rival fight last time. That was cool. So, we'll have Chadette up front. Don't go back into Pokemon. Do the menu, thank you. and out here. Actually, before we keep going, I'm going to save again. And then I'm going to really quickly. That's the background, not the game. You'd live with better. I'm going to go ahead and change everything that's right. 6:36. Gonna reset the count to 0 again. Disable the thing for now. And then we're gonna. I keep moving the background by accident. I'm trying to select things. Which was just Pidgey. I almost stopped streaming there by accident. Oh my god, that would have been terrifying. Switch this out for Mankey. Mankey. We got the one I wanted, actually. I wanted Mankey. Mankey's there. Now to look up the actual new encounters that are here. Because I think it's mostly bug types and Pikachu. So we're at Viridian Forest. Then we go to Bulbapedia. Viridian Forest. Pokemon in FireRed, Leaf Green. I'm playing FireRed, which doesn't matter because we still get all the same spawns, except we get everything. We do get everything. We just have different levels. So, our new encounters for this route. Finding the Rattata. So we can get rid of everything on this list. We can add Caterpie's back. We can add Kakuna. Where's the K's? Kakuna. Metapod. Pikachu. I'm going to put both genders on there because it could be one of either. And Weedle. I think that's right. Caterpie, Kakuna, Metapod, Pikachu, Weedle. Yeah, that should be it. So, we have a lot of Pokemon it could be. It's likely to be a bug type, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. But in the meantime, I am going to take a short break for a drink, snack. Gonna move the number a little bit off to the side. It's a little bit better aligned. Gonna move back in the game. There we go. And I'll be right back in a few minutes. So stay tuned. And thanks again for naming the shiny for me. Imagine if I get another shiny right off the bat. That'd be great. and I have returned from basically the kitchen. So, yeah, that's really about it. Let's get back to the game. Now, I don't plan on getting a lot of encounters today. Mainly because I want to keep this one kind of short. Because I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'm kind of behind on other stuff, so just gotta get it done. But I still wanted to stream today, and it's definitely been worth it. Definitely worth it, I'll say that much. But, ready to go. Anyway. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the stream going through the entirety of Viridian Forest to get the trainers out of the way. And then when they're out of the way, that's what the counter. When they're out of the way, then I'll do encounters to reach around 200. I think I'll stop. Nothing in here. I think that's a good amount. Free Pokeball. First encounter. A non-shiny Caterpie, so yeah. Look at my little chatette. Look at my chatette. Now, I don't need to get the level super high on Chatette, because Chatette learns a fighting type move at like level 9, I think. Somewhere relatively low. It's not going to be like we're going against Pokemon that are like level 2 and 3, level like 5 Caterpie or whatever, and it takes forever, and you gotta get to level 15 off of them. None of that. Shouldn't take nearly as long. We'll just get Chat at her first fighting type move, and then we'll just stop grinding her. Stop grinding her? Ah! Bad word choice, I'm sorry. God damn it. Why is everything an innuendo? Why is everything an innuendo nowadays? Remember when everything just used to be pure? God damn it. Holy potion. Trainer. Yeah, Chat can handle it. Chat's fine. You a trainer, actually? Okay, you're not a trainer. I thought you were because you're just kind of standing there. You are, though! First trainer fight. Here we go. Bugcatcher Rick! Oh dear. Okay, let's, well, shit! Don't poison, don't poison. Okay, thank God. We are pretty underleveled. You know what? This might be the time I call on Flappy Bird, who's also underleveled, but probably might just, give us a little bit of experience. Go, Flappy Bird! I'm going really slow now. That's not good. Maybe I should have went for Fly Bitch, because Fly Bitch actually has a flying type move. Oh, God damn it! Don't poison Flappy Bird. Oh shit. Okay. We're good. Chat leveled up once. Flappy Bird's gonna level up. You okay, Abomasnow? Caterpie, yeah, we'll switch back to Chat just so that way we can switch train a little bit. Ugh, teamwork, am I right? Bleh. Let's get Fly Bitch out because flying type move. I think Fly Bitch has Gust. Yeah, Gust. It's weak, but it's a flying type move, so it's gonna be super effective. Because I know my typings. Somewhat. Yeah. Caterpie can't hack it. Hey, buddy. Fight me. 5. Wow. That didn't take long. Weedle, level 7. I'm kind of realizing when I stick around just starting off with the grind, but okay. It should have been cut. Good. Another one with a typo. Let's just end this fights quickly. Switch training's definitely going to be a big help, and honestly, at 5 which is high level. Eh. Alright, Gust. We should end it. That's 1. Weedle again. Switch back to Chadette. I don't know if Chadette would be able to really take on a Weedle on her own yet like this. It's kind of sad to say, but it's fine. About your keyboard. It's okay, Abanus. No, it's okay. Mass typo. I mean, aren't you, if you're watching this stream, aren't you up like super early in the morning or like super late at night or something? Maybe you're just tired. Happens to me all the time. Chat's level 6. Oh, level 6! There's even lower than I thought. Chat has a fighting type move already. Flybitch is now level 11. Kakuna. Kakuna shouldn't be able to do shit. So I'm just gonna switch it back to Chat. I think Kakuna should only know, unless it actually has the moveset from when it evolved. It was like the past form. It should only be using like defense curl or whatever it is. It's probably more powerful to do low kick. Never mind. It's using Harden. That's what the move was. It should only be using Harden, so it's just a war of attrition. Just scratch it. I know my typings. I say this is a not very effective move. Good to know. Fighting is not good against the bug. That's something I did not know. What are you gonna do? This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. God damn it, stop hardening. I wanna beat you sometime today. Oh my god. I'm not at the Pokemon Center after this. It's such a long way back. It's a long way back. Okay, it's all the way defended. Can't go any higher. It's useless now. Come on, Shadette. You can do it. Eh. One more should do it. Hey! There you go, Shadette. Lots of experience for you. That's a level. Level 7. Sweet. Free item and there's the antidote. Yep, remember that much. Anything over here? It might. This is the way forward. This is the way forward. This is a short way forward that has more encounters. Let's see. Let's go up this way. This should be another trainer, I think. Yeah, he's a trainer. Hey, buddy. Yeah. If you need sleep, you can go ahead and sleep. I don't mind. I mean, we didn't get a first encounter shiny, so that freaking whistle sound, that was me. Got some fucked up teeth. Sometimes I kind of whistle a bit, but not very often though. Usually doesn't happen that much, but sometimes if I just use it wrong, I can't even like force it to happen. It just happens sometimes. Good night. And thanks again for naming Shadette. One more. We're running really low on scratches and low kick's not very effective on bugs. That's not good. Caterpie, nah. Let's keep Chatot in. Scratch. I'm doing more damage to it than it's doing to me, so... I don't know. Whatever, I guess. Ooh, chat's been kind of low. Okay, missed. You just have one more, and I think it will. Was it crits? Okay, we're good. Another level of chat at. Easy levels. Easy levels. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. I think now's the time to go back to the Pokemon Center. Let's do that. I don't want to use my potions yet. That's why I'm going back to the Pokemon Center. I don't want to use my potions. Because potions cost money and I need Pokeballs for later. You know? I think I have plenty for right now. So I don't think we have to invoke the save state clause anymore after that freaking first Pidgey. Because I was just unlucky and I did not want to have the freaking restart. I mean, this is my first time going for like shiny hunting as a full-on thing. No, I'm usually against using safeties most of the time anyway, but like... Chat was like, just do it! So, whatever. So, whatever, I'll do it. But safeties are not going to be my go-to, though. Just so you know. They won't be my go-to. Only if I don't have access to infinite money and I'm on my last ball. I don't think there's anything in this Poké Center I need. I think I chucked with everyone already in there. I think there's a little bit of Frito kind of still stuck on my throat. Yeah, I like Fritos. I'm not sure if it's my favorite snack food. It's a close call between Fritos and cookies, probably. Oh, mainly chips in general. I even like the sour cream and onion lays. And I hear a lot of people don't like those, so. Like, give me some Fritos or Cheetos or some Lays or Doritos, just something. Like any type of chip, you find one of those like big snack packs you see at Walmart. They have like 30 small bags. Like anything in that, I'll take. And probably some other stuff too. I've never tried Funyuns. Are Funyuns any good? Someday I'll probably try Funyuns. I might have had them before, but I don't remember ever having Funyuns before. So I don't know. Do I have a secret repel on or something? I have no idea what's going on. Battle me. Battle me. Battle me. Metapod, you're useless. Why do you use low kick? God damn it, I'm a moron. Where's the command to make fun of me for being an idiot? Like, low kick's more powerful. I'm like, fuck, it's a bug type. God damn it. Come on, chat. Oh, it's hardening too much. I don't like how much it's hardening, because then people can make jokes in the comment section and in chat. Hey, Night of Neep, we just got a shiny Mankey. We're currently in Viridian Forest. I'm currently clearing out the trainers so we can do the actual encounters. The Mankey hunt was my fastest hunt yet. I started it on the last Pokemon stream this week, which was Wednesday, which is the same stream I got. It's the same stream I got Flappy Bird. I got 400 in on that stream, along with being the optional rival, and then 636 after reading a bunch of stories from Reddit about Kevin. Chat, it happens. Alright, just dressed well. Dressed well. Get better soon, man. Ugh. Kind of sounds like I had to start that for a second when I said that. Ah. I bet my sinuses. Something about streaming causes my sinuses to have issues. Maybe because I'm talking a lot more than I normally do. My body's like, the vocal cords are moving too much. Wah. I don't know. Body is some kind of complex thing that nobody truly understands, despite the fact we all have one. The human body is stupid. I don't understand it, therefore it's stupid. Oh, man. Yeah, chat's caught up to the rest of the team. That's the main team anyway. I think Flappy Bird's going to be left behind a little bit. That's pretty easy. I think now I'm going to switch Pokemon to Squirtle, which I still need a name for, because I didn't name my shiny Squirtle because Soft Reset Hunts make that pain in the ass to do. Finally an encounter. But, yeah. I wanted to name it Leonardo, I think. But then it turned out to be female, and naming it Leonardo would be weird. So maybe name like Leona or something. I don't know. The name is not for another couple of towns, so I'm not going to be able to decide for a while. But whatever. The Strange Shot can actually be kind of devastating for my team right now because both Squirtle and Chatot are both really slow Pokemon normally. Squirtle because of her ability, and I think it might have something to do with that for Chatot as well, but I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. Is there anything down here? There is. I thought there was something down here. A potion. More free healing items I will take, because that means I don't have to buy more later. Good thing this is not a Nuzlocke. Just run. Fight me! What's the hurry? Why the rush? I'm not really rushing. I just wanted to get you guys out of the way so you're not a problem anymore. Luckily, Weedle should be a joke. Bubbly. Is Tackle stronger than Bubble? I don't think it is. I think it's like either the same or like relatively close. It might be weaker though, because the main draw is that it's water typing. I'll test it. Let's see how much Bubble does again. Alright, it does more than a quarter, and then Tackle does more. Oh god, Poison Sting. That could be terrible. Ugh. And they Tackle slightly more, but not by much. Squirrel to get poisoned. Yep! Had a feeling! Well, good news about poison. It's not a Nuzlocke, but I just hate to have to, you know. I think I have to go heal anyway. See, I'm going back to the Pokemon Center for this anyway, regardless, so whatever. Level up Squirtle! Learn Withdrawal so we can increase our defense. Which is kind of useless. Because here's the thing about Squirtle. Squirtle's ability. I'll switch to Sunlight. Squirtle's relaxed. Lower speed, higher defense. So withdrawal's kind of pointless on this Squirtle. So when it comes time to replace a move, I'm going to focus on getting rid of withdrawal first. Because, let me check, 35. 20? Huh. Lower speed as well. Alright, I guess there is some use to it using it now, but I'm not using with withdrawals being useless. I mean, Tail Whip could be useful around here because some of the Pokemon here know Harden? Yeah. Sorry about that. But if they don't harden, then what's the point? Because they're just gonna harden back up anyway, so this is pointless. But raising our defense is not even necessary because we have super high defense anyway. So like, who cares? It doesn't matter. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Is there anything best here? I think we're done. We're done. Alright. And then when I heal at the Pokemon Center, I can head back here and begin the actual hunt. Fully, actually, continue the hunt. I think my plan is to go out to 200 encounters today. And then I'll stream there because we've been going for about 2 hours now. Twitter should post roughly around like 2.5, maybe 3-ish. Depending on how long it takes. Hey, it's a Pikachu! Pikachu! Pikachu. Why, of all Pokemon, is that Pokemon the mascot? Why did they choose that one to be the star of Pokemon Yellow and the anime? Why Pikachu? You would think with how much they promote it, you would think it'd be like Charizard or something. And Squirtle's down. Again, thank God it's not a Nuzlocke. Hi, Pikachu! Oh! They did introduce the gender difference for Pikachu until Gen 4. Oh, okay. I know Gen 4 had gender differences. I didn't know if they put it in 3 or not, but they didn't. So I'm actually going to have to edit the gifts. I'm going to edit in this area to remove the female signed Pikachu, because we technically can't get that one. I mean, if we transfer it up to like Gen 4, then it would have that tail, but... Just nah. Oh well. I'll fix it for next stream. That's all that matters. In the meantime, our team is looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty nice right now. Most of them are around like 10-ish. Around like 9 or 10. Puppy Bear's behind, but we don't need another Pidgey in our team, really. And Butterfree's just here to help catch shinies. So really, So I see our team's looking pretty good. Our main team consists of Flybitch, Squirtle, and Shadette. So honestly, this isn't too bad of a team. I was actually hoping to get a shiny Mankey. So I'm actually really glad we got this. This is the shiny I was hoping we'd get. I'm glad we got it so early. Anyway, let's head back to the Viridian Forest and just finish the grind out. My foot has fallen asleep, and I hate it. Ah! Okay, we're gonna save. No, we're gonna go on the grass first. We're gonna save here. Oh, my foot! It fell asleep. Hey, Eric, welcome back. My foot is asleep, and I am currently suffering right now. All the trainers have been dealt with. Here's our levels. And we're going to start the actual hunt here until we reach 200, and then we're going to end stream. Question, how do I wake my foot up? How do I wake up my sleeping foot? Ah. I think this one's going to take longer than the Mankey one. Imagine if we get 2 shinies in one stream. That'd be hilarious. That'd be freaking amazing. Dirt. Stream's still running okay. I have to keep an eye on it because, oh my god, I just don't trust it anymore. After what happened with some of the other streams, I just can't trust it. There's something that probably boils down to my internet, but you know what? You know, the odds are definitely in our favor to get a shiny bug type. And I'll take any of them at this point. So if it's a Caterpie or a Metapod, it'll replace Butterfree on our team. And Bug will be staying in the box forever. Probably. Sadly. But, I'd find it hilarious if we end up getting a shiny Pikachu here. That would be just hilarious. Chad! Hang on a second. I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna look up all of the shiny sprites for these different Pokemon. See exactly what they look like. Because I know some of them might look slightly different than they do in the later generations. Not by much, mind you, but enough to probably confuse me a little. I mean, especially Pikachu. I'm not really paying attention, it's gonna pass me by. Oof, oof. Game data. Where are the shiny sprites? It's going pretty far for the shiny sprites, my god. Hey, Pikachu. There we go. Oh yeah, it really isn't that much different. I'm gonna just open up all of the shiny sprites right here and now. Just make it easier on me later. That's exactly what I'm looking for. For example, I think Shiny Ratset doesn't have a blue tongue that it has in later games. So, you know, it might be just a bit different. You're sick because you ate much too fast? Yeah. I definitely know what that's like. Glad you're feeling better, though. I'm assuming you are. I'm opening up the shiny sprites on my phone so I can just check them easier. Look at me typing with the emotes. Oh, man. Eric, you rascal. I really do like some of these shiny sprites, though. They do look honestly pretty good. save these actually. Put them in like a collage or something. Just see them all at once. They look pretty close to what they look like in the models, I think. Somewhat close. It's like not as dark colored, really. Someone send help! Oh god, reload the Pikachu page entirely. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're good. Never mind. It's fine. Someone send help! How about no? Help yourself. Please! Oh dear. Only 5 squares, isn't there? That's fine. I can make do with something on here. I can use that's one. 3 cents and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Gonna drag on there. So I'm gonna be able to see all of them at the same time. You're not dragging like that. Well, actually, it might just barely fit, I think. Peach is a bit off. I can just put here and put kind of on the side. Yeah, that works. So now I have a graphic that shows all 5 of the shiny sprites in FireRed at the same time. There's 5 Pokemon we can get here. We can get Pikachu, Weedle, Caterpie, Metapod, and Kakuna here. So, any bets? Does anyone want to take a bet on what shiny we'll get? Also, if you bet on Pikachu, you're not going to be betting in anyone's favor. Because Pikachu is a very rare spawn. Like, very, very rare. I had to plug my phone. Oh my god, that's a lot of flags. Metapod. So Knight's betting on that nice dark orange Metapod. What about you, Eric? My personal bet is I'm gonna get a Caterpie. Because the game would just make me just feel like I wasted all my time getting that Butterfree. And now I have a shiny Caterpie and just put this Butterfree back in the box where it will never show up again. That's how I see it happening. You're actually guessing it's going to be Pikachu. Pikachu is like a... I'm actually checking this. That is not in your favor, dude. You're actually going to guess Pikachu on this. Let me check the actual rate. Yeah, you're working with a 5% chance here. Well, technically, you're working with the same odds you would for Metapod, actually, so you're both not in the right favor. Then Caterpies are slightly different depending on which version you're playing. So, my version, which is FireRed, I'm going to have a higher chance of finding... Well, really, not that much, just 5%. My bet's going to be on Caterpie. You both have a 5% chance. Huh. Well, I see this going well for us. Hey, watch, it's gonna be a Weedle just to fuck with. You like him in a pod? I can see why. It's not that good of a Pokemon, but the design, and especially the color scheme, the dark orange of the shiny looks really good. Love the orange shiny. %10 chance it'll be one of you. Well, it's also a 40% chance it'll be me by guessing Caterpie, and then a 50% chance we're all wrong and the game just decides to say, fuck you, here's a Weedle. You never know. The game could totally pull a dick move like that on us, and I would not be surprised. I'm gonna put my phone in real quick. Hang on. Just gonna read to him some in my bed. There we go. That didn't take much. And plug it in. Wow. There we go. Back to it. We're gonna go 200 encounters today. Imagine if we get this shiny today. 2 in one stream. That'd be amazing. So yeah, by the way. Oh dear. You got a trash can next to you? Let's go to bed. Alright, rest well then. Well, the levels are actually kind of okay. I don't want to overpower everything right now. Plus it takes longer than it just from. I can just run away. And it's faster than having to fight. And I don't want to get over leveled because I'm worried about the over level thing. Well, I'd recommend having a trash can or like a bag nearby you can kind of vomit into if you need to. But good night to you. Get well soon. And thanks for the luck. Yeah, running away is faster. Even with super effective moves, it's just faster to run. And my Pokemon are definitely a nice level for this point in the game. Definitely manageable. I don't need to beat every single Pokemon. And because we're going to be seeing hundreds of Pokemon, if we fight every single one of them, we're going to get extremely over-leveled, dude. I think most of the levels we're going to get on our Pokemon are either going to be from encounters right after a shiny, just to get everyone caught up, or from trainers. That's pretty much it. Get what I'm saying? In the meantime, I think we have time for, well, maybe one more. Let's load up a long story about Kevin. Another bit of promotion about stories about Kevin. r/stories about Kevin is probably one of my favorite subreddits that is not getting enough attention. You can listen to some more of the stories if you go on YouTube and search for r/. He reads a whole bunch of Reddit posts for a living, I guess. And these stories can be really absurd. Anyway, that's really a kind of long one. Let's see. My roommate is a Kevin, a straight up Kevin to the fullest. As is common with a lot of other Kevins you guys post in this sub, my Kevin is a good, sweet dude. He'll give you the shirt off his back without thinking twice, but this dude isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He was looking kinda dumb with his finger and his thumb with the shape of an L on her forehead. Which shiny will appear your Suicune or my shiny, whatever it is. Who knows? I mean, I just started the hunt, so you never know. In fact, if Kevin was an axe, he'd be so dull and blunt of an action mistaken for a damn sledgehammer. In any case, I have to frequently remind myself how much of a good guy Kevin is because the shit he says and does is beyond frustrating to anyone in his presence, and I don't want to come off as an asshole. I bet that a few hours spent with Kevin could even get the enlightened Lord Buddha to break into a meltdown. All those years of meditation that took to reach Nirvana down the drain. Fuck being the Buddha. This is too much suffering. I need to get laid and have a smoke. Kevin instantly needs to take out his driver's license whenever someone asks for his date of birth, and he will still fuck it up. Date of birth, the 4th of the 16th month of 1993. That's April 4th, 1993, right? Usually the other person just loses their patience and asks Kevin, sir, just read me the individual numbers from left to right. Kevin has never eaten Chinese food. There's nothing wrong with that, but whatever was going on in his brain is clearly wrong. So I was thinking about ordering some Chinese food and asking him what he wants. He tells me he doesn't like Chinese food because it's too spicy, and I was like, okay, I'll get some noodles and some beef or chicken, and that's not too spicy. I start naming the common Chinese takeout dishes, and he has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna pronounce some of this wrong. Lo mein, pepper steak, sesame chicken, sweet and sour. Nope, I get nothing but a glassy-eyed gaze from him. I asked him when he ate last time, and it was so spicy. Dude starts naming some Indian food dishes, kebabs, biryani, and stuff. It's like, yo, Kevin, it's not Chinese, so it's Indian cuisine. He's not having any of it, and a little argument breaks out. Turns out the Indian restaurant is in Chinatown, so it's gotta be Chinese food, according to Kevin. He then calls a mutual friend who went to the restaurant with and puts him on speakerphone and then asked him to tell me that, yes, in fact, Kevin has had Chinese food, and that definitely was a Chinese restaurant. I need to pay attention to the game a bit more. Mutual friend completely loses it and starts laughing like a psycho while trying to explain to him that just because the restaurant's in Chinatown, it doesn't mean that it only has Chinese food. I lose it too, and the two of us are dying of laughter. Kevin's face turns all red in anger, and I swear I saw his head swelling ready to pop. Kevin drives for Uber, and so do I, as we both try to make our way in life. Now, Uber deposits your earnings in your bank account automatically at the end of the week. So if you want your earnings before that, you can instantly cash out. Uber takes a 50-cent fee for instant cash out. Kevin shows me that he has $1.83 in his earnings, and asks me how much Uber will take if he cashes out right now. It's all 50 cents. So if he cashes out right now, he'll have $1.33 deposited in his account. Kevin says, oh my god, it's almost half my money. Tomorrow I'm planning to make $50 and I'll cash out then. So Uber will take like only $10 and I'm like, give me $40. I'm having a stroke here, I think. I don't know. Uber's so greedy if I cash out now, they take half of my money. But cash out tomorrow, I have to give way less than half of my $50. God, I can't even read the stupid. Let's put mashed potatoes to educate the fool, but I don't know if I intend to do so. I'm entering a world of hurt. I give him a shot. I tell him that no matter how much money you earn, Uber will only take 50 cents of cash out. Cash out now, Uber takes 50 cents. Cash out tomorrow, $50. Uber will take the same 50 cents and give him $49.50. And I tried a little bit longer, but his stubborn ass can't get beyond Uber taking half his money if he cashes out right now. Although I somehow trick him to not cash out at all so that Uber will take no money from him when they deposit his money at the end of the week. Oh god, there's a super long one. I'm gonna trip over this one. Kevin and I are talking about dental hygiene. We both agree that yes, brushing after every meal is a good idea and it works well to prevent cavities. Flossing? Yeah, flossing is a good idea too. So far, so good. But then I pull out my bottle of mouthwash. This is where the whole shit falls apart. I tell him mouthwash is good too. It kills bad breaths, all the germs and shit in your whole mouth, especially the parts where you don't usually brush. Kevin's like, no way, someone said to do mouthwash and I don't do it. I never do it because it's just a way for the dentist to make more money. There's chemicals and stuff in that mess with your teeth and helps the germs make even bigger cavities, rotting your teeth. They want you to mess up your teeth so you can go back to them and give them your money. But I'm flabbergasted as fuck, and I ask him where the hell he got that idea from. I show him my mouthwash bottle and how it says it's antiseptic, which means it kills germs. It prevents gum disease, gingivitis, and all other oral diseases. But nope, Kevin is not having any of it. He's full of confidence that he knows it's a conspiracy for them to get our money, and the antiseptic prevents gum disease. The whole antiseptic prevents gum disease stuff in the bottle is a lie. Never use mouthwash because it destroys teeth. And I'm like, okay, so what about toothpaste? Look, this toothpaste has whitening and it's in a cavity. The dentists and all these companies want to fuck up our teeth so much, they would put tooth-hardening chemicals in our toothpaste too. If we can't trust the mouthwash, then how are we supposed to trust the toothpaste? Look at the toothpaste and the mouthwash are both made by Colgate. They're the same damn company. Kevin then takes the tube of toothpaste and starts reading the shit written on it. I can see like maybe 2 brain cells left, about 10 seconds later, here's a eureka moment. I swear that all that is holy. That Kevin then said, look here, it says made for sensitive teeth, which means they didn't put evil chemicals in it. Right over here it says extra fresh. That means that you can only use the most natural and most precious ingredients to make this. It's only naturally good for your teeth, unlike that lying mouthwash. I asked Kevin what if toothpaste label is lying, like the mouthwash label is lying. He tells me I don't understand what he knows and that I should trust him about this. Kevin is an automobile expert. He popped the hood off his car that was running and sprayed WD-40 all over the engine and all the other shit that's in there. He read something that WD-40 is good at cleaning greasy shit, so he decided to empty like 2 whole cans of WD-40 all over everything while that shit's still running. A few minutes later, lots of hot black smoke starts coming out. And Kevin freaks out. Did he quickly take the key out of the ignition and turn the running car off? Nope. He ran inside the building, filled a big bucket of water in the bathroom, ran down like 3 flights of steps with that heavy bucket of water. And then poured that water all over the car's engine. Because it kind of worked. The smoke definitely stopped. The car also stopped running. In fact, can't turn the car on now. Turn the key in the ignition, nothing. No engine sounds. No clicking sounds, nothing. Maybe it needs a jump. Nope, nothing again. Battery's fine. It's been sitting a few months and that fucked up car is sitting right outside the same place, getting all rotten and rusty. I told him to save a little money and have a mechanic check it out. Nope, Kevin doesn't want to do that because mechanics just want to fuck up your car more, so it breaks down again. In a few months, you're forced to pay the same mechanic more money. It's alright though. Kevin's confident he can fix it himself. Because Kevin is so confident he can fix his own car, he walked into an auto and asked an employee to give him tools there for fixing cars. What specific kind of tools, sir? All tools are used by mechanics for his cars that are not working. Kevin walked out there with no tools, but he was definitely angry that Austin was fucking with him. They just want his money. We're not done. We're not done. A few months ago, Kevin went to visit his uncle in another country. Before he left, he asked me what kind of gift he should get for his uncle. I replied with the usual shit, stuff like clothes, perfume, wallets, and some electronic device. Kevin says, "What about a gun? I could give him a nice one." I'm like, what the fuck? A gun? Okay. Say you get one for him. How the fuck do you plan on taking it with you to give it to him? If you're planning on getting on an airplane to travel there? It's no problem. It saves the holster and all of the gun permit to show the airplane people. I'm hearing this shit like, I was like, what the fuck? You can't do that. You're gonna get tackled to the ground and your ass beat. You're gonna get your ass arrested, our apartment raided, and interrogated for hours. Get me arrested. Best case scenario, they're gonna ban your ass from setting foot into an airplane. Any airplane ever again. You crazy? How do you not know this? Kevin just brushed it off. If I make $100 a day, how many days until I make $200? We're still not done. Sometimes checking on the screen to make sure it's still okay. It's still good. Kevin and I went to Walmart to buy cleaning supplies and shit for our apartment. We go stand in the checkout line and Kevin whispers in my ear, "Hey, that chocolate, is that Snickers? Can you pick that up for me?" I tell Kevin to pick it up himself as he's standing right next to it. He whispers again, telling me to do it. I'm like, whatever. And I pick it up and I put it next to our stuff. Kevin says the Snickers should be next to me, or that I should hold it. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you want the Snickers or not? Why are you whispering in my ear? What's wrong with putting a damn Snickers bar right next to the other shit we're buying? Apparently Kevin was afraid that people around him would view him as a masculine tough guy if he thinks they found out the Snickers is for Kevin. I picked up a damn candy bar and he said, hello Snickers and this is for me. Kevin's face turns red and once again I swear his head size was swelling up. Not much more. Kevin thinks he knows geography. He will say dumb shit like Florida is north-south of New York. Chicago and Atlanta are touching, which Chicago is left. North-south of New York. Kevin's also equal to the classic girls pre from the butt. The first time I thought he was joking, the 10th time not so much. He refuses to believe otherwise because he's very knowledgeable about human anatomy. Alright, this is the very end. I'll probably be posting here a lot. My roommate Kevin is a doofus. Sometimes I wish he wasn't such a nice, sweet guy so I could flip my wig and call him an idiot. Hoy. God damn it, Kevin. If I make $100, how long will it be until I make $200? I love this subreddit so damn much. Oh man, I'm gonna focus on the game a little bit more in the meantime. Just for a little longer. I think I'll end it off with one more story later on. It'll be a shorter one, so I think I'm gonna... Oh god. Sorry about Kevin. Flare. XL. No, just go with L. L's fine. We'll read another Kevin story at 150. At 150, I'll read one more Kevin story, and then we can be done. It's likely it shouldn't be over around that point. Let's see. I'm trying to pick a good one for when it happens. I think Vicious Food might be a good one. You know what? Kevin Miller does something wrong to the point where it's laughable. I'll do that one. So at 150, I'll read one more story about Kevin. That details his work. In the meantime, though. Hey. Today was hype. Today was a very hype stream, I'm gonna admit. Thank you all for coming out today. Thanks for all the laughs and such. Thanks to Eric for making more commands. I'm going to take this opportunity to promote our Discord. Use exclamation point Discord in the Discord... The Discord chat, fuck. Exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat. Or look in the description of the archive on YouTube. And you'll be able to join our Discord server. From there, you'll be able to have basic discussion about certain things. Even politics, I'm allowing that. Slippery slope right there. But also, you'll be getting announcements of when I'll start streaming. And I even have an archive from my Super Mario World ROM hacking streams of every single version of the ROM hack that was completed during the stream. So that's good. Besides that, I've also introduced a new polls channel on the Discord server, where I will occasionally post polls depending on stuff that involves the stream or the Discord server. You can suggest things in the suggestions channel, and that can be voted on in polls. Right now, the first poll is up now, and it will determine our schedule for next week. I'm thinking about having next week's streams devoted entirely to the Mario World ROM hacking. ROM hacking. Seriously, yeah. I'm not kidding. Something of ideas kind of rushed through my head about the ROM hack today. Well, last night, technically, but, past midnight, technically today. I was in the mood to work on it, but I only work on it on stream, unless I get some minor touches I say I would, like fixing the collision on Yoshi's hut. So, join the Discord, vote on that. Poll will close on Tuesday evening. Poll will be closed on Tuesday evening. Actually, what am I saying? It's gonna be void by the time the people on YouTube see it. It could be the Friday after that for them. But YouTube, you can do Discord, you can join on future polls. But like people on Twitch now, like join on Discord, you can vote on it now. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at streaming. I'm terrible at Discord servers. I'm terrible at life. I'm fucking novice, dude. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway. In the meantime, I'm not looking at Kevin, man. Kevin's story can wait a bit longer. Fucking Chad, dude. We also have a text channel on Discord dedicated to comfort. So if you're having a rough day and you need to talk to someone, there's a whole entire room just for that. The people that normally come by these streams are very supportive. They're very kind. And my awkward ass was kind of scared at first when I had to end stream abruptly because of my friend who was having a depressive spell. I was super awkward with the situation. I wanted to try to find a way to appease everybody, but it just wouldn't work. And they were fine with me ending stream to go help him. Because they're really nice guys like that. And I can't thank them enough. I can't thank them enough. Even with all the dark jokes that Eric likes to make involving his alt, he's still a really nice guy. He's here with a bomb of snow and then great lesson who I haven't seen in a while. He's probably been pretty busy. You guys are great. You guys are really great. Anyway. Oh, God. How the fuck am I so tired? I know I'm readjusting my sleep schedule, so I went to bed a little bit earlier and then waking up a bit earlier. Like, God, I shouldn't be this tired. After the Mankey, you would think I would have woken up. After we freaking got Chad Et, you would think I'd be more awake, but I'm not. What the hell? What the hell is with me today? I don't know. Doesn't matter that much anyway. You know, this is technically the first route we're on where it's not really a route. I mean, technically the starter's a gift Pokemon, so technically I got a shiny, it's not on a route. But like here is not really a route either. It's a dungeon more like it. But I'm still counting it because it's very similar rules apply. You know. Just how it goes. Anyway. There are a couple of routes that might be a little bit weird, but whatever. We're almost at the first gym. I can't believe we're almost at the first gym. I'm so excited. Hello, Pikachu. I have a lot of adjustments to make for the next time, but assuming that vote goes through where we change the entire next week's schedule to be Mario World ROM hacking, then you know, it wouldn't even matter, but I still want to make the modifications after the stream anyway while I have it on my mind, because otherwise I'll forget. Because knowing me, I will. Or I'll put it off and just end up just forgetting about it entirely later and blah. I'm already behind enough shit as it is. I just want to get shit over with, you know? You know how it is. Things are definitely still a little bit down again. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and read the Kevin story now because just nothing else is happening. Kevin at my old job does everything wrong to the point where it's laughable. I always loved the subreddit and decided to post the story because my best friend brought it up and I thought it would be good to post it here. Back in 2015, I worked at a sub shop and loved my job. My manager was my best friend growing up, and my co-workers were amazing. Everything was going well until 6 months later. Kevin joins the team. My manager, Kay, was in charge of training him. We usually work together, so I saw a lot of dumb shit this guy did. Here's a brief list of some of the things he did. When he asks to clean the bathroom, when he's asked to clean the bathroom, he just uses it and washes his hands until he cleaned it. On several occasions, when he's asked to clean the tables in the dining area, he would use a broom to clean the tables. A broom! He didn't know what the inside of an oven felt like, so he stuck his whole arm into it and burned himself. Twice. He has to have one person. He used to have one person. He used to have one person. I'm sorry, I cannot read today. He used to have one person sword fights when no one was looking and waved around the cutting knife, and when confronted, he would say, "It's not that sharp, you're being a pussy." He used to steal other people's fries and ordered because he got hungry and thought it was a gift from the guest. Not even kidding you. Every time someone ordered any veggies on their sub, he would put down no veggies because he hated veggies. When there was a girl who thought was attractive, he would always give him an employee discount and charge more for the girls he thought weren't attractive. He's also a major pig. He almost never came in on time because he thought the shit was scheduled. What? Oh. He almost never came in on time because of the shit where he was... Fuck. Slow down when you read, Zach. Come on. He almost never came in on time because of the shift he was scheduled for meant he could come in anytime between those hours. I have more, but I still can't believe this guy lasted almost 2 months in this place. Thanks for letting me rant. Love your faces. Go check out the subreddit. Please, I implore you, check out r/stories about Kevin. You can go to the actual subreddit, you can play a friggin' video where some guy reads him to you, like a fucking mini audiobook or something, like r/ does. It's a treat the entire way through, and I highly recommend you check them out, because these stories can be really entertaining. And the subreddit deserves more attention. It deserves a lot more attention. I 100% admit. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and put my earbuds back in my phone and switch on a YouTube video or something for the rest of the stream. I'll still be around. Mike will still be unmuted, so I'll be quiet, but, you know, you might hear some static. And, yeah, I'll keep an eye on chat and everything. And, prepare ready at 200. I kind of wish I still had the mute hotkey, but there was really no point to it when you think about it. Kind of got in the way. So if I could find a mute hotkey that's not in the way, I'll use it. I'm sure I'll think of something. Gonna see if it's... I think we're good. Is this static or... I think it picks up static. I mean, it's sound enough for it to not register anything much on OBS. And I can just kind of edit the mics that way. It's like, anything under this, shut it off. I don't know. So this is a problem with having the mic on. I sometimes bump my mic. It's on my earbuds, so it's like a built-in mic sort of deal. I might bump it when I move my arm. And that's just not good for anybody. Yeah. I really need to get a new hotkey for it. It's registering stuff more. If you guys are getting a little bit of static, that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and mute it. There we go. Alright, we're on the last 10. I unmuted my mic. Because we're going to end stream in a couple of minutes. So I'm looking for a raid target. And none of my usuals seem to be online. Checking again. I'm not seeing anything. Checking. I'm not seeing anything. It's a shame. It's a shame. Alright, in that case, let's just find someone playing Pokémon FireRed, I guess. Someone searching for unknown. Could it be an unknown shiny hunt? It kind of seems that way, but I can't really tell. You know what? We might as well raid them anyway when the time comes. A few more encounters and then we'll be off to out to raid Cows Crazy. We're doing some sort of unknown related hunt. And it looks to be a shiny hunt, but I can't really tell. And it looks like there's a couple of targets for certain letters. So I would assume it's a shiny hunt. Not just how long it takes to find the specific unknown. So, I don't know. So we'll go ahead and raid when the time comes. I'm going to get Stream Manager open so we can hit that ready to go. Thanks for watching today, guys. This has probably been the most eventful Pokemon stream I've had. Even with the whole, like, 30 minutes-ish of silence at the end there, it was definitely something. We got a shiny today. And I had just gotten one this week already. My god! 2 Pokemon streams in a row I find a shiny. The odds are not in my favor with that. I'm so proud. But I don't think we're going to get lucky enough to get another one today, which is fine by me, actually, because, you know what? 1 shiny is fine enough. Encounter 200 is a non-shiny Metapod, and I'm okay with that. So, first off, I put the link in the Discord in chat now for anybody watching stream live. And anybody watching the stream live can check out a poll that's currently on the Discord to vote on what the schedule will be for next week. Whether it's the normal schedule or it's a full week dedicated to the ROM hack. The people who are watching the YouTube archive will already know the answer, as they will get this video a few days after the poll will close. So, womp womp. In the meantime, our raid message will be... Damn it, Kevin! And we will be raiding in a few... not really seconds, but a little bit like a minute. Raid... Chaos Gravy. This should work. There we go. Whatever happens to the schedule, I will see you guys on Wednesday. I'm taking a little bit of a break to catch up on them. Thanks for watching. And, well, Chat says hi. I'll see you guys Wednesday.